Hey, guys, we're not going to do any songs tonight. We're going to get right into it. Sorry. We were. Okay. Now that I know it's working, let me take this off. Nothing. It comes out here, and then 30 seconds later, it goes into there. So, thank you all for stopping by. We just wanted to kind of touch base because things are going to start to roll now. And because we have such a high number of sailors who've never sailed before, we just want to go over and make sure that people are on the right track. Because from here on in, it seems like it's still, oh my goodness, we're 93 days out or 92 days out, something like that. But that you guys have all seen how fast 2.5 years went, or 2 years. So just so we have everybody here, we got Joey. I don't know if he's back yet. Jackie, right on. I put Miss Lisa on the track to get you. I tried to find you, and for some reason, I thought we were friends on Facebook. But anyways, it wouldn't come up for me. But anyways, we got that all figured out. And then we have Grace and Fire. She's on fire right now. I'm telling you, she's a little spicy tonight. Cranky, spicy. No, I'm just kidding. When have you ever seen Miss Glenda spicy? Well, I won't even touch that one. She's making faces at me, folks. So we got Jackie, Sandy Gibson. Hey, Sandy. Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. We got Butler Family Farm. I'm sure we got Jerry. And, of course, Miss Susan's got to be around there somewhere. And Jesse's girl. Can't get away from Jesse's girl at all. She just follows. Ooh, boy. BNSOC, we've got Beth and Neil. Howdy, guys. Yes. Once I saw that I personally couldn't let you, because you're not always on Facebook, and that's okay. And I was like, oh no, I need to get a hold of Jackie so that she knows what's going on too. So who else, if I can't find it? Miss Lisa. She has everybody's digits. And look at that. Glenda looking after me. We're starting. Yes, I know. We were chatting. We were getting our duckies in a row. Where's our Scott? Accounted and present. Jamie Conway and the wonderful Troy Sutton. Troy, I don't know if you saw or not, but I did send you that information you requested. And who else have we got here? We've got Angie, our cabin in the woods. I tell you what, guys, can't wait. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, is it time to go yet? Those of you that gave your information, whatever email you've given NCL, Some people have got confirmation, air confirmation. Some people have not. And there's no rhyme nor reason. I know a few people that have, and I know quite a few that haven't. So, yeah. And without ado, I'm going to bring up my fellow peoples. Well, I see Jesse's doing work down there, so he knows how to bring himself up. Boop.
Hey, hey.
Hey. There you go, Jerry. Great. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that you guys got the confirmation. What I should do is make sure that they didn't send it to Debbie's email and not mine.
Well, Scott, just so you won't feel bad, I haven't gotten my confirmation either.
Oh, okay. So then you're going to come and pick me up via Pennsylvania, New York, and then we'll head west.
And the reason I haven't gotten my confirmation yet, Scott, is because I'm driving.
I know you are. Oh, I know you are, and that's why I said you're going to come pick me up via.
But see, the people in the chat probably didn't get that. See, they didn't know we weren't flying. We're not flying. We're going ahead of time, and we're staying after because we'll be in Oregon.
Yeah, well, and it's a good time to meet up with Mom and spend some time with Mom as well, and I already did, Jackie. I did just add you. It just came across my phone. Please check your email about flight. Oops. Confirmation. There we go. Because I know if I don't send her a message now, I'm probably. When did they come out? Today, yesterday?
The flight information?
Yeah.
Let me look at that date again.
Well, for U.S. citizens, they came out this week.
Yeah.
Canadians probably next week.
Oh my goodness.
I'm serious.
No. I'm reading what Jackie. So they're bringing Jackie out of Florida across into Houston and then up the coast.
No, it's almost a straight line. You'll go from Florida to Houston all the way up to Seattle.
I suppose.
Almost a straight line.
I thought they would have been
America. No.
Yeah.
So May 10th is when I got mine.
Oh wow.
May 10th.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was there in my email.
Oh my goodness. When did you get yours, Jerry?
Yeah.
Well, the expiration was the 25th or 26th of April, so they're shortly working on them after that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Jerry said he got his last week, probably the same day I got mine.
And you know what? They're really going pretty hard. For those of you that weren't on in my live yesterday.
So Angie and Tony got theirs last night.
Okay. FYI, Peter is no longer our personal consultant due to many different factors.
Right.
We are with. Thank you, Jess. We are with. You forgot to change the days, man. It's 93 days.
I figured you were ahead. That you already should have had the already. It's 93 now, but that's okay. This was done yesterday.
I tell you what, folks. He has one job, just to look after me.
Well, I can't edit it anyway because I don't have edit access.
Yes, you do. You have full access.
No, because remember we had to change it so that we could.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Because I couldn't co-stream.
You are correct, sir.
You're welcome.
Just like
No.
I don't have access to help him either. I mean, he thought I could go in and do things. I'm like, no, I can't do anything. I'm just.
But anyway,
Well,
he
all
was
that I
going back
need-
to what he was saying.
Yeah. So, anyways, Peter is no longer our person. If he calls you, just simply say thank you, but contact one of the organizers. He knows that
He knows that he shouldn't call you.
He should not be calling any one of us, but I was told that if he does call you, if you can record it, if you can't, don't worry about it. Just hang up. But our new cruise consultant is Jane Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
And how these things work, guys. I sent Terry a message right away, and I'm like, hey, this is what happened. Peter's no longer, and they've given us Jane Garcia. He started laughing. He's like, I've worked beside Jane for the last 2 years. She's an amazing person, and I actually trained her.
Oh, wow.
So I think everybody knows who you're talking about when you say Terry. We're talking about Terry, the original consultant we had. That's who he's talking about.
So Terry gives her 2 thumbs up, said she's a wonderful lady. She will not blow smoke up your nose. I love my wife. I love my wife. I love my wife. But
okay, so Angie, Jane will officially start working on our group starting Monday. So don't try to contact her this weekend. She's off, but she'll start on Monday, hard and heavy. So anything that you find wrong with your itinerary or whatever with your booking, your phone, and your plane stuff, she can work on that after the fact. Or after Monday.
Is Monday a holiday?
Oh yeah, is Monday a holiday? What is it? The 26th?
She's working Monday. She told me to start, and she said, if they don't have any issues, she's going over every single itinerary to make sure nothing was forgotten. So if you do get a call from Jane, she's not a scammer, but please be very diligent. There is scammers right now using NCL. They scammed one little old lady out of just over $20,000. They called and said, your plane itinerary was cheaper. We need you to update your credit card. She fell for it.
Oh, no.
So NCL would never do that. Okay.
Ours have wrong come home date.
They had the date on their plane ride home. It looks like it's messed up. So
okay, Angie, call her immediately as soon as you can on Monday. Obviously, you're seeing all the planes are starting to be dispatched. And if you're a veteran or you have a family member, son, daughter who serves in the military, you get an extra 5% off your United airfare.
right.
Yeah, that's the.
And it's the only one that actually includes mom and dad as a beneficiary of the 5%. So if we end up flying United, I can just get Kyle's his reg number and all that stuff, and bing bang boom. I get an extra 5%, which I'll just put into my points. And, Bob's your uncle, and we're away to go. So, guys, tonight is going to be a little bit of information, but it's also going to be a whole lot of, if you guys have any questions, okay? Yeah, Debbie just looked everywhere, and she said she can't find that either. So we just haven't had ours yet.
Do you check your spam folders? Make sure it didn't go to spam folder.
Yeah.
Might check your spam.
Usually, yeah, I will, because usually it doesn't go to spam, but most of the stuff that goes to spam is politic crap. So I don't want to fool around with that. I don't want any of that crap.
Right.
I may just go look at my, it should be on the app too, I believe.
You put Jane's phone number in the chat.
It's her number's scrolling right down on the bottom.
Can't see it.
Oh, she can't see it?
Who?
Who can't see it? Jackie can't see it?
No, I mean, if you can see the chat, she says that
Okay.
she can't read the.
It's
scroll.
right underneath Glenda.
Can't
right
read it. It's too small.
It's too small. She can't read it, Scott.
Oh. Okay, Jackie, let me know whenever you have a pen.
Whoops. 5, 1,
Let me know whenever you have a pen, and
4.
yeah.
Okay. 954-514-4239.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, just write in the chat.
And it's
it is.
really easy. That is a good email. I've already emailed her a couple times. And it's just jgarcia@ncl.com. And, you can send her a message now, but she's not going to answer you till Monday.
Jane Garcia at what?
NCL.
It's scrolling underneath ncl.com.
.com. Oh, it's Jay Garcia, not Jane.
No, Jay Garcia at
Yeah,
NCL.
Jay Garcia.
There we go. And I'll put that in there so she can copy and paste that too.
Yeah, perfect. Appreciate it. We leave Seattle at 11:59 p.m. We'll get home at 9 a.m. Wow. That truly sucks. Considering you're really not that, as the crow flies, Jerry, you're not that far from Seattle.
Yeah. Well, I
But-
think he has a connecting flight. I saw it
Yeah.
somewhere up in there.
Layovers are going to be probably
Yeah.
longer.
That's why it's
And
Yeah.
that's what's happening right now. There's actually some of the Canadian airlines, they've cut flights.
mhm.
So we've got Air Canada, we've got United, and Alaska Air. So
Yeah, you'll be on nice with Jerry.
yeah, it is, Jerry, and it truly sucks.
Well, but he'll be rested.
He'll be rested.
He'll be rested, so he's okay with that.
Yeah.
I think nap time on the plane. That's what I mean. I don't know. I've flown and had to take a lot of naps on planes, and
Well, there's so many people that, oh my God, how can you sleep on a plane? Well, kind of like that.
neck pillows, and
Yep, neck pillow and
just make sure you have
your-
something to drool like into, because otherwise,
You know what? You're never going to see them again if you get a little
who
drool on them.
cares? Who cares, right?
What's a little drool amongst friends?
I know, right? That's what we. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say that, Sandy. You're probably got the easiest travel plans out of the whole group of us.
Or are they
Come north 2 hours.
Oh,
Or no, come south 2 hours.
No, Scott.
Or no, yeah, that's right. They're north of, or yeah, they're go. Yeah, they're 2 hours though, are they not?
No.
Oh, not even that far. Uh-oh. Everybody on their best behavior there.
Here. Hey,
Joni.
Okay, so Scott, I put a link into the chat. So guys, if you're on the cruise, thinking about going on this, or you are going on this cruise, most of you guys are, and you'll start looking for stuff to take on the cruise. I put a link in the chat of our cruise, of our Amazon store, and if you just go to the cruise section, you can find all the stuff that you can or ever would want to buy for the cruise.
Oh, it's not a big deal, Jackie. That's why Glenda put it up on the side so you can call it back up.
What I thought.
Okay.
When I'm on my phone, I can't read this thing scrolling either, Jackie. That's why I put it in the chat for you.
Well, and that's it. So I've got about 6 points that I'll go over really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Just put like some stars or something that one of the three of us can see it. So Jane starts Monday. Folks.
Don't worry, Angie. I got my bikini. I'll be taking my bikini with me.
Ew. I need some bleach for my eyes. The one thing, if you're planning on going on the train, don't leave it too long, because you're going to be a minimum. They're saying right now, both US and Canada, it could take 8 weeks to get your passport.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't come on the train if you don't have your passport, because we do go into Canada, and you will not be allowed off in Canada, in Victoria. If you
Okay, but let me also add to that, Scott, that because I've been looking at this for Miss Ann.
Yep.
We were talking about this stuff earlier, and
Yep.
I'll go ahead and share the screen. If you go into the NCL web, if you already got your account, and there's a section in there that says, if you need to obtain a passport quickly, please contact Visa Central at 844-834-5702 and reference account 75006 for discounted Visa Central service fees. Visa Central can obtain a passport in as little as 48 hours.
Wow.
But you're going to pay for it. So
you're going to pay a premium for that puppy.
So you're better off doing it through the normal avenue. But yeah, you can get a passport within 48 hours, but it's going to cost you. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
But the number's there. If you guys want to know, it's 844-834-5702. And they can help you get a passport quickly. And if a guy named Nick the Neck answers, you're going to pay.
Yeah. You're going to pay a special way.
No, this is on the NCL page right here. As you guys can see, Norwegian Cruise Line.
Yeah.
So,
and also, if anybody has any disability issues, you have to, I do believe that Sir Grace is the only one with a service dog that's coming. But if there's some disability thing that you need to verify, make sure you clear it through NCL, because it's not a small, Miss Glenda's had to jump through a lot of hoops.
We're not done yet.
No, they're not even done yet. And she's been doing this for 2 years, because she's got to get all the stuff in the lower 48. She's got to clear it through NCL. She's got to clear it through Canada and Alaska.
And Alaska's actually my tougher state of the whole.
It's easier to come to Canada than it is to go to Alaska.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. I dropped in the chat the NCL accessible information, so you can go take a look at that if you have any special needs. That lists all the information out. I'm also gonna, if it's okay, if I share a couple other things.
Absolutely.
Okay, so traveling with a disability, I think also as far as
that doesn't mean Lisa traveling with me, okay? So,
no,
no, that'd be you traveling with Miss Lisa. We know it.
Okay, so this is information from the Department of Transportation, and they have a lot of really good information for people who have accessibility issues. And then also the other thing I like to point out is that TSA offers help going through the checkpoint. If you are a wounded warrior or a disabled veteran, I highly recommend contacting TSA no earlier than 72 hours to your flight. If you're a veteran, they're going to ask for which branch of service you were in, what was your rank when you were in the military, and what are your disabilities. And then what they do is they put all this information into the computer system. Please do not be alarmed when they ask for rank and branch of service, okay? Because my husband and I fly all the time, and this is the protocol. And then what they will do is they will assign you an agent. Each airport is a little different. I'm going to kind of caveat this. My airport, they have an agent that will meet us at the check-in or at the airline check-in. So not even getting back into security, meet us at the airline, and it's a special agent that stays with my husband and helps him get through the security checkpoint. You still have to do everything. You still have to do all the, take your shoes off, put your, things through the scanner. You still have to do everything, but it's somebody there that will help you through that security system. So I'm going to put that information in there. That is 72 hours before you fly, no earlier than. So don't call now. Don't say, hey, I've got this ticket booked in August, but take that information now. So that way, if you need assistance through airport security, they will be there. And I'm telling you, it's really good service. Some airports, though, you have to go all the way to the check-in. You have mobility. I'm taking my walker on the plane, but I can't walk far, ordering a scooter for the ship. Okay, Jackie, I recommend going both to the NCL accessibility page, the link that I dropped, and go through NCL so that way you can see what services you're going to need help with. Then I would also recommend looking at the Department of Transportation's website, which I put that up there. They can have somebody once you get through airport security that will, they have the little scooter or the little cars that they drive up and down through the airport, and somebody can pick you up and they'll take you there. They can also, I actually one time flew to DC by myself and had to use the services for myself. I'm not a veteran. And I had broken my foot. So I was in a walking boot. And so somebody actually from TSA picked me up and took me straight to my gate. And if I wanted help on the plane, they would help me out. Yeah.
You mean it worked just with a boot?
Yeah, I could not walk.
I'm so taking my boot. I'm taking my boot everywhere.
Well, I had a broken foot, so I had a hard time walking.
Oh, it wasn't a cowboy boot. It was okay.
And
I had a broken foot.
So Jackie, obviously this is my forte.
Yeah.
All that you got to do is first thing Monday morning, you need to call Jane and verify that they know that you're getting a scooter.
Yes.
You've got to order it through.
It's on the website.
Scoot Around.
Yep.
And they do have an app.
Yep.
And all that it is Scoot Around. And the only thing that's killing me is it's almost $1,000 because of the exchange rate. But I need it. There's, I'm done. My wife said I gotta stop playing the 6'4" football player. I'm broken. Let's have fun. Get a frickin' scooter.
Right.
So,
and that information is on that accessibility site that I dropped, the very first link, you can find that scoot around information there as well. So copy and paste that into your things to look at, Jackie, to see.
Oh, Jackie, that's your base price. Now you've got, you have, if somebody steals it, that's another $88. Steal it, break it. You accidentally drive into the water.
Right.
It's all covered. So for $88, it's a heck of a lot cheaper than somebody doing damage to it. Somebody falls on it in the casino or in the hallway and breaks it. It's not on them, it's on you. So that's probably your best $88 you've ever spent. So yeah, mine was like, and Jackie, there's a 10% discount right now if you call Scoot Around.
I pinned it to the top, Linda.
Okay.
Top of the chat.
And also disabilities, guys. If you have food allergies, special diet, please call and let Jane know so she can let the ship know, so that the person who's doing all the ordering has enough stuff to ensure that you're going to have a marvelous time. They're going to have cakes for you. They're going to, they will ensure. NCL's known for their food.
Right.
And their atmosphere. It is, oh, pardon me. I had a donair for supper. It is based around our age demographic. Like, you're going to see maybe a handful of kids there. Now, I've never been on an Alaskan cruise with NCL. There could be more kids. But, we have some of our own kitties coming with us. Miss Ann's little Jolly Pops, they're going to be with us, and but they still have a kids club, and that those guys are going to have an absolute blast.
Yes, I was going to bring that up, Angie. Good point. If you are on a CPAP or a BiPAP, make sure you let Norwegian know that you're bringing that machine. I remember Terry also saying to bring an extra extension cord for the CPAP machine.
Make sure it's wrapped in your CPAP machine. And that's how Debbie gets away, because you're not supposed to have extension cords on the ship. Right. So Debbie rolls hers up. I got her a round one she can plug in her phone and whatever, all on her side of the bed. And then it's got, I think, a 20-foot run, which most of the ship's plugins are on the far wall, not the bed wall.
Right. Yeah.
I do believe Encore has the USB plugins.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but again, you're on vacation. Your phone's going to be turned off, most of it, probably.
Yeah. And yes, make sure it's brand new in the package. If you're flying, I'm just going to touch on the service dog thing, just in case somebody is doing it and they've not actually shared that information. You need to let NCL know that you're bringing a service dog. It's not an emotional support animal. They do not have the same access as a service dog. They will be required to ask you the two questions. Is it a service dog, and what services does it provide? And then they may ask for the size of the animal too. If you are flying with your dog 48 hours before you fly out, contact the airline that you're flying with and let them know that if the dog is a larger dog, like in our situation, we have a really good sized dog. So, I know. So I contact the airlines 48 hours prior to let them know that we are bringing a service dog, and they will put us in bulkhead seating, which is the seating with the extra feet room. And we bump people all the time when we're traveling because of the dog being so big. So make sure you let the airlines know that you're traveling with a service dog. Make sure you let NCL know you're traveling with a service dog. And then you're going to need to work with your veterinarian. You should have been working with your vet by now, because the veterinarian has to submit paperwork to the USDA and to prove all of the vaccinations, and that the dog is all up to date on everything, and that the health is fine, and they're going to do all the checks. So for us, we've started this process when we booked with NCL. And then about 2 weeks prior, we have to go in and make sure he's healthy as well with the veterinarian to have that health certificate on file. So I just want to make sure I'm touching on that just in case there's somebody who's not said that they're bringing a service dog, but you should have been working with NCL by now.
So I've been asked a couple times about the motion sickness. I'm really motion sick. This is the one that Debbie uses. And if you are a very nauseous person, get sick in car rides, whatever, start it 1 week before we go. It goes right here in behind your ear, so it doesn't, I suppose you can put it on your nose if you want, but it works the best right there because it brings you more in line. But we've been in 20-foot seas, and Debbie was 100% fine.
Good.
So I strongly, and I think Jesse has this one on his thing, but I strongly recommend this one, that it's tried, tested, and true. It works.
And the reason it works is because she put it on and then got in the car with Scott, let him drive, and she didn't get sick.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, and I wouldn't be talking too loud, sir. I've been in the passenger seat with you. He's identical to me.
You better wear some patches is all I'm going to say.
Well, maybe it was a good thing you were a passenger in my car and I didn't let you drive around, because you've been a passenger in my vehicle, Scott.
I was. I've been the passenger in both these vehicles over here.
True story.
Yeah. And it was the only time I walked around with white knuckles.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys know, but Jesse's truck has a very good holy handle. I used it a few times because we're in downtown Louisiana.
Yeah.
New Orleans. And Jesse's looking at the buildings, and I'm
if it's anything like how he was at Fort Knox, look, let's go here. Look, let's go there.
That's Jesse.
That was the best time I've ever had on that installation. And last time we were down there, I took a drive. Like, oh man, I wish Jesse were here because that was fun.
Listen, you guys all laugh at Miss Lisa whenever she's, making the sign of the cross and saying a prayer whenever she gets inside the truck, but it's okay. Excursions. Go ahead and start booking your excursions. Most excursions are open now. Yeah. You can now start booking. So in the balconies, you were given 2 specialty dinings. And I believe the only one you got 1 specialty dining was the interior.
All right.
So you can go ahead and start booking your first specialty dining whenever you want. But I am going to say, be very careful on how you book. Check and see when we're in that port. we could be in the port come dinner time. You might want to go have like authentic crab legs from a crab shack on the port. So,
Well, but
I'm just saying, just watch.
But there's two things you got to take into consideration. So when we're at sea, they only have one option, okay, to eat at sea. But when we're at port, if you do not want to go out there and and eat at the, you know, in the economy, you know, you might be able to book something on the ship on those days. Yeah, there'd be a lot less people because they're going to be all out, you know, out on shore. But you know, it's open now. Go out there and make sure you check the dates and time. I mean, the times, because not every time is open. So if you're going to get something, you got to, you know, try and get something that's reasonable. You know, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. I don't know if you want to eat anything later than that. Of course, if you're sleeping until noon, I guess 8 o'clock wouldn't be too bad.
Well, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I think their last sitting for meals is about 9.
Yeah, it was 9 or 9:30 what I saw.
Yeah, I think it was 9 o'clock was last seating, because see, what we like to do is eat earlier, and then you've got all evening to take in the shows.
Right.
Now, you can't book those shows till you're on the ship.
Yeah.
So just, you know, don't get all, you know, these shows are booked. No, they're not. You've got to wait till you're on the ship to book the actual shows, which, you know, you got to look at NCL. They don't want a whole bunch of people and then they all cancel and then their shows are empty.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Everybody said, oh, I would have went, but I thought it was all booked.
Yeah. So we've got 2 phenomenal, at least one, but I think we have 2 phenomenal Broadway shows. It's not like the 3-hour Broadway show. They condense it to 1 hour, but it's fabulous. Absolutely.
Actually, I would even say they're like Vegas shows. If you've ever been to a Vegas show, you know, they're that caliber.
Oh, they're high end. Like these guys travel, you know, all over the place. What else of us? Go your best thing if you're not sure if you want to do an excursion. There's an amazing website. It's called youtube.com.
That's wrong.
Wow.
I'm sorry. He did not mean that. He wasn't trying to belittle you guys.
No,
he's just being a smart beep.
Wow, Scott went there.
I'm sorry.
Scott,
I'm sorry, Jesse, but if they don't know that I'm sarcastic by now,
yeah. No, but there are videos out there for just about every excursion that you can come across on NCL. There's a video on it,
and sometime don't forget, an excursion is an excursion is an excursion. If it's through Celebrity, Carnival, Holland America, you name it, that excursion in Alaska is still the same excursion. It's just with a different ship. So I know Debbie and I, we had a big snowfall here, I don't know, about 2.5 months ago. And we're like, let's just get on and go see what's we can find about Alaska. Well, there's a couple things that we couldn't find with NCL, but I was able to find with Celebrity. And like, whenever we say keep your eyes open, you will probably see a whale from the ship. It was an amazing NCL ship had pulled into, I forget, one of the ports. There was people up on the rooftop or on the top deck. They looked over the back, and there was 4 great big whales playing off the back end of the ship. Like I just can't wait. And I said about the eating issues, right down to if you're, help me out, Glenda, with different eating.
If you're vegan, or
Yeah.
if you have a gluten allergy or intolerance.
Yep.
If you're, is it Episcopalian? I think I'm saying that right.
Something like
Whatever. If you have things that you can't, like if you have, I don't know, IBS and you can't eat certain foods, or you have diverticulitis and you can't eat nuts.
Yep.
Just the different things. You want to make sure you let NCL know about that. Hey, I'm going to back this up just a little bit, kind of on the entertainment before I forget. Jackie, because I've got my app open. Jackie said, does anyone know if the Beatles band will be on the ship? Well, not really, but let me read this to you. They have a show called The Icon. It's called Icons, the band. And
yes.
It's Join Us for Rock and Roll concert experience that celebrates the timeless songs of the legendary bands from the last 6 decades, featuring sensational cast and band from the acclaimed production of Quiet Man. Prepare to sing along with our very own rock stars take the stage, bringing life to the hits that have defined the generations. Rock out to the soaring harmonies of Styx, the Journey, Earth, Wind, and Fire. And it says this is a tribute like none other. But the other thing I did notice in the app, it says reservations are open 21 days prior to setting sail for most guests.
Not the big Broadway shows. You have to book those on the ship. Yeah, no. Like there is some that you can book.
That also goes
all with the ones in the theater you cannot book.
And the same with the Choir of Men.
Well, maybe they've changed it because even Terry said that we had to book it on the ship. Now, maybe it's changed.
I'm reading.
I will find out.
Where's my camera? I mean, I kind of see. Just saying, if your app doesn't have that little icon like that NCL icon right there,
yeah,
that's the one you want. If you've downloaded another NCL icon or it doesn't look like that, you're probably in the wrong one. So,
well, I'm just opening up. It should look like this, Miss Ann, with a ship in the background.
And it should have your name. It should have your name on there.
Yeah, your name.
Because it'll show you how many days you have left. Because you've already entered all your information, right? Your itinerary, not your itinerary. What's that number I'm looking for? Your
you have your
reservation number. Yeah,
and your room numbers on there too.
Yeah. So reservation, your stateroom, everything.
I talked to a friend of mine who actually set sail on this exact same ship to Alaska. She was on the Encore and she had an amazing time. And she made me promise to call her back about a month before we fly, because she had some tips too. But I have heard nothing but positive things about the Encore. And she enjoyed the entertainment, enjoyed the food. It was her birthday present from her family, and they all went with her on this Alaskan cruise. And so when she found out I was going to be on the Encore, she's like, girl, you are going to have a blast. So I'm going to call her back and get more information about the Encore. But just from a personal, somebody that I know that took the trip themselves. So I'm excited. I've never set sail on a cruise before. My husband's still shocked that I said yes to this. Actually, I'm the one.
He said no to him.
Yeah, well, I said no to my father-in-law. He wanted to take a cruise, and I'm like, no, you cannot get me on a cruise at all. You cannot do it. And here I am going. So yeah, I didn't say no to Sir Grace. I said no to my father-in-law, his dad.
That's true.
Who was going to pay for us to go. So I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, you can't wait to, Jerry. I know it's exciting, but I've heard nothing but great things about the Encore. Nothing but great.
So they've now, oh man, they've now screwed up my reservation.
What?
They don't have me coming in. They have me coming in the day that we leave.
What? Hey, that's why I'm going 2 weeks ahead.
Well, I'm gonna have to
You find-
cancel. I'm gonna have to cancel and fly myself.
Yeah, just get your own plane.
Your arms won't work, Scott.
Your arms won't work. So you did get your flight information?
No,
No.
no. I just went for the full itinerary.
Yeah.
At the end, it says there's one post deviation. There's no pre deviation. Oh boy.
Well, just call Janet on Monday.
Yeah.
Jane.
Jane.
I mean Jane, on Monday, and she'll take care of it.
Yep.
See, folks, and even Danny, if you're just kind of hiding in the background, it happens to us all. So don't you worry about it, girl. So is there any, I've got the Bible here, so if there's any questions, I will try to, actually, this should tell me right here, should show me my deviations. And I knew to ask 3 or 4 different times. So yeah, no, you're coming in. So I have a feeling that somebody might have been doing some spiteful things because there's 3 or 4 things changed on my itinerary. I have a lady at work who did this trip through Celebrity or another one last July and May. Oh, so I actually looked up the weather, Jackie, today, and it's going to be 60 from 50 to 65. But don't forget, it's going to be cold around that water. It's not like we're going to be jumping into the Alaskan Sea to go for a swim. We will be going in the heated pool and hot tubs.
Whatever.
Hey, Jin. But yes, no, 100% jacket, hoodies, and toque. It's easier to take it off and put it in your backpack than what it is to sit there and go. Brr.
So here's the Juneau, Ketchikan, Sitka, Skagway weather for August. It shows you a high of 63, 64, and lows in the 40, high 48, 49, maybe in 50. So this is for the areas that we're going. This is what the average weather is going to be at. So you might want to take a jacket.
Especially,
I would take one that's waterproof.
Yes, make sure that it's one of those ones that's a windbreaker. It stops the wind, and just get your son to get the waterproof spray, and ensure you've got. Hang on here. Let me get rid of Miss so we can see Glenda.
I was gonna say I can hide.
Oh, you're not hiding, girl.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I didn't mind. I was gonna play peekaboo. Do my grandma thing. Peekaboo.
See? So somebody has been playing because it's right here in my thing. 2 pre, 1 post.
Yeah, so we were last time we went to Alaska, we went to Cabela's and we bought these nice rain jackets that are not only something to keep you warm, but they're also waterproof. So, and then they fold up real nice and small. You can get them on Amazon, or you can get them just about anywhere. But get you something light. but they'll keep you warm and keep you dry. Because if you're out there and there's mist flying off the boat, or there's any kind of rain or weather, at least you got something to cover you.
Some people wear shorts in the dead of winter with flip flops.
Yeah, I know somebody
trying to say?
I know somebody went to Louisiana, was out there was out there in shorts and flip flops. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said it's always nice. Yeah, always nice if you're sitting on a bunch of ice cubes. I went to New Orleans to warm up. Well, that was the strange winter that it was warmer in Canada than what it was in New Orleans.
Guy from Canada, freezing.
Tell me I wasn't
50-degree weather.
And then I said to my wife, we will buy you a hoodie. No, I'm okay. She wanted me to buy it first. Then she bought it. So that I couldn't say, oh, I just got it because of you, honey. Uh-huh.
And Angie, your husband does that too?
And if anybody's interested, I do have these. They go on your jacket. I don't have many. I can order more.
Okay, I'm going to make an announcement about that, Scott. I wasn't going to do it until we found out for sure, but we have an appointment this Saturday. Lisa and I have an appointment with a local, with a guy that does these shirts, that does our shirts. And I've had these shirts for, a long time. But he does our shirts, and he's willing to do us an Alaska shirt with that logo there. Alaska hoodies, shirts. He'll give us a few options, right? And what we'll do is he'll take in all the orders, and then he ships them out for us. We don't have to touch nothing. We don't have to do anything, but he'll do all that like through the month of June and July. We'll be taking orders, and he'll start sending them out like the first week of July. That way we all have them if we want more, because Lisa needs another one because hers there's too big.
Well, she gave hers away.
She has another one.
I have another t-shirt and a hoodie.
But they're too big for her now. So she wants another one. So we're going to go through our guy that does, like he does my hats too as well. But we're going to go through him. And we're sitting with him on Saturday to go through all the website stuff. And then we'll have that available for anybody who wants to order some CRUISIN Alaska 25 shirts before we go. But it's going to be a one and done only, because it's too close to, leave it open. So what we'll do, he'll have it open for like a month or 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. I'll have it for everybody to place their order. Once it's done, he's going to close it off. He'll send everything out so it gets to everybody before the cruise.
So
now, is he screen printing?
He's doing direct DTF and DTG, one of the two, whatever it is. They're good. They're good shirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to be cheap. They're not going to be like $50 or anything like that. They're going to be a whole lot cheaper than what.
Hopefully by our next live we'll have the link ready.
Yeah, we should have the link we should have a link this coming Saturday. So after this Saturday, we'll make another announcement on either Scott's Procrastination Thursday or Friday, or another Friday. But we are working on that because we want to give everybody an opportunity to order some shirts or hoodies for the trip. And a lot of people have lost weight, and there's been a whole lot of changes since the last one. So
I found it.
I lost it. I don't want it back. You can keep it.
I'll send it back to you.
No. Although I am freezing, so I have to, it's warm out and I'm wearing long sleeve because I'm cold all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, with these temperatures that we looked at like this, that's why we want to get some more hoodies ordered for those who want to go on this cruise.
And Sir Grace has lost a lot too. I know you guys can see him, but he's lost 60 pounds.
I could really see that whenever I was talking to you yesterday, and he came over and leaned over, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Sir Grace, if you are listening, good job, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dave and Sandy, once we get that link to the website, we'll pass it on to everybody, and they can order whatever they want. And then once the orders are in, then he's going to shut the website down and mail everything out. So it's just one little. He's just doing it just for us. He normally wouldn't do this, but he's doing it for us because I've been a customer of his for quite some time now, and he's willing to do that for us for the cruise. For our little group that we have is going. So
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I said, Jackie, to make sure you wear, make sure you layer, have cotton, your different layers so that it will absorb and you're not going to sit there freezing. What was I going to say?
Layer your clothes.
And you can even bring a hat too, because I'm considering.
I'm gonna have my toque. I'm gonna have gloves.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have everything.
Yeah.
what's a toque?
A toque is up here, yes. Not like you guys calling a toboggan. A toboggan is a piece of wood plastic that you sit on and go down a hill. It doesn't go on your freaking head.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Yeah, so we will make sure, Sandy, everybody, if we don't get back to you, get back to us. Or
No.
watch for a short, or on my channel or Jesse's channel, whatever.
And
Or
Jackie,
Brenda.
no, that's not Jackie. It's been around, Jackie. They said if you had an interior room from the get-go, you get one specialty dining. If you have a balcony, you get two. But that's been from the get-go.
Now that's one for you, one for your son.
Mm-hmm.
Like you both get to go, not just one of you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's been
That's been around.
that's been right from, that's what we negotiated.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but the thing I can't stress enough is download the app, folks. You guys have an account. Download the app. There's tons of information in there, especially what's next, what to expect, all that kind of stuff is all in the app. You can read all the information just like we can.
Mm-hmm.
It's just or download the app. I mean the NCL account on your computer if you want to do it on your computer. But this is going to be a big help, especially when you're trying to find stuff on the boat. They got the deck plans are all in there. You can find out what's on whatever deck. You can find. It's just a myriad. A plethora of information. It's just tons of information.
Yes, Miss Ann, that means 2 separate meals. So,
Or if they want to go to the same place.
Yeah, you can go to the same place if you want.
I would, Miss Ann, I would definitely take Worth with you.
Well, you never know who she might meet on the boat.
Oh yeah, he may want to go eat ribs, and she may want to go eat pizza.
Right.
Or seafood.
I was gonna say she could be having some fish.
I don't know. They eat fish all the time. He's a fisherman, right? He's the rod.
Oh, I know. That's why I keep bugging her,
They may not
because
want fish. Maybe they want to eat something else.
I ask her all the time, "What's for lunch?" or "What'd you have for dinner?" Fish, fish, fish.
Yeah.
It's like, Miss Ann, she cooks up some fishies. How about our daughter with the kids? So they all. I will have to. Miss Ann, I will check on Monday whenever I talk to Jane. But I think it's for everybody in the room times 2. I don't think they're going to have to pay extra for the kids, but I will find that out for you.
Yeah, no fish is good. No fish is good, Miss Ann.
So,
What did you mean? No, fish is good.
yeah. So just so people understand, and a lot of people were like, oh, we're going to do crabs, fresh, just so you're ready. A full batch of crab or king crab, you're looking about $75 to $100. But again, like I said to Debbie, it's once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime, we will be able to have fresh king crab caught in the Alaskan Sea. Because for us, we want to go look at the mountains and whatever. But I tell you what, it sounds a lot better for us to be down in the Caribbean in February over Alaska, where you guys are trying to cool down. We're trying to heat up.
That's right. I'm with you on that one, the sand.
Oh, absolutely. I love a good, well, she had, I think it was trout the other day I was talking to her. Ooh, it sounded good. But yeah, no, we used to put, thinly sliced lemon, onions, salt, pepper, wrap it up in tin foil and butter, obviously, and do it on the barbecue. Wait. And there's a restaurant that used to be a paid restaurant. It is now included. It and just Jesse will sing and dance until I find it. But I didn't realize the train is 5 hours.
Yeah, it's a long one. But going back to your dining, yeah, they changed one. I can't remember which one it was, but they changed it to what do you call it? Complimentary dining.
Yeah, I think it's
specialty dining.
It's the one where you sit in like an old car. It's like a 50s diner. That used to be a paid restaurant. Well, not anymore. They've changed it, and it's now complimentary.
And remember, and don't get confused. Your specialty dinings are not your complimentary dining rooms. Okay, your complimentary dining rooms are still on the ship, other places, right? And you can go them as long as they're open. And then there's some places that are 24/7.
Laughing at me because I looked for free. I didn't want to pay, and I had extra tickets. Looking for 4 extra friends. We got that taken care of.
I'm like, booking the main dining room, and she's like, I got it for free. I'm like, of course you did. I don't charge.
I've never been on a cruise. First timer. I was just gonna look for some friends, and Miss Ann volunteered. I had 2 down.
I know Miss Ann was like, I'll go with you. You know what? We can all go to the dining room, no problem. For free.
Just so I can have Miss Ann eat with us in Worth.
Oh, man.
How many people are you bringing with you, Miss Ann? I'll get that booked for all of us with the kiddos and everybody.
That's right. They have food service areas that are open pretty much 24/7. There's quite a bit that aren't, but for the most part, you'll find some hamburger joint or hot dog joint, popcorn, pizza. Whatever. They have a lot of those little establishments all over the ship that you can get 24/7.
Okay, well, I'm gonna book now for 8, Miss Ann. I'm just teasing. But new person or new cruiser. Just saying.
It just God bless you.
Well, I guess that's the one thing good that Peter took care of. He got that taken care of for me. I'm like, it's free, Scott. I didn't want to pay the $50.
Yeah, she's like, it costs, because she had said about another one, and she's like, it's charging me $50. I'm like, you have a coupon. It's in there. It's free. Well, no. I'm like,
It's gonna charge.
yes.
Part of the
So-
group deal,
I'm
remember?
so glad Miss Ann can completely relate. Thank goodness I'm not alone in this world.
So Debbie is sitting there busting a gut. We're trying to explain to Glenda what's complimentary, you know, be obvious. And please don't think that I'm laughing at Glenda making.
Oh no, we're family.
Well, I am.
We're fine. We're fine.
This is her.
He laughed. It's okay. He could laugh. Jesse could laugh. We're family. It's good. Because the other time when listen, I dropped him in chicken poop because of that. You know, kaplunk.
That was a shitty fall.
True story. As he's explaining this to me, my phone goes kaplunk right in chicken poop.
Okay, so I don't know what was I planted my tomatoes today. I have no idea what bird was flying over. But in my raised garden, there was bird poop that round.
I'll tell you what it is, because you missed my live earlier today. I went live from the chicken run, and Rochelle from Brampton Gardner was in, and I was telling her how the Canadian Air Force was down. They were having a spat with my hens. I sent one back up to you.
Oh, I know. Well, you told me it was last night they came. I sent them down to make sure you guys were safe.
Well, I sent one back up just to the garden laughing at me.
Oh, okay. Well, Jesse, Jesse's seen the Canadian Air Force.
Canadian Air Force.
Right at Tin Killer.
Oh, they were everywhere. They were even down in Lake Eufaula.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Well,
all
they're
over
in
the place.
Indiana too right now. They're hanging
Well,
out.
they better not stay more than 30 days. They'll
I
go to
know.
jail.
I was trying to help one out. Sent it back, you know.
So is there any other questions that we can answer other than, what we were able? So our next steps are ensuring that you've got all your right air stuff. You're going in, you're flying from the right spot. You're going into the right spot. Everything that you've booked is online. Jane, if you have any questions, because you can contact me. I do have a list of what everybody booked up to the 26th of April. That's when Jesse and I printed this off. And this is all we have to work with now.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think everybody here, there's 15 watching. So if you did come in late, we do have a change of cruise consultants. So we do not have Peter Fong anymore. He is no longer with us. We're going with a person named Jane Garcia, who's been highly recommended by our first consultant, Terry. So Terry has given us the Ophelia Albini Phobamus and Bobiscus Odominus about her. So now that he's given her his blessing, then I'm sure she'll do a great job. But she's not available until Monday. So after Monday, if you have any questions about your itinerary, your plane reservations, going or coming, get with her as soon as you can. Leave her a message if she don't answer, and she'll get back with you. But the thing is you need to do that soon. Remember, you got to do everything quick. You don't have to wait till, we leave next week and there's something wrong. It may be a little bit harder to change. So y'all need to do it as quick as you can. Check your stuff. Keep an eye on your email. Look at your spam folder and make sure you don't get anything sent to your spam folder from either NCL or from Jane or somebody else. There's scams going out there. Don't give anybody any personal information other than Jane, right? There's scams going out there. People trying to get your money now that they know you're going on this cruise. Now, how they find that information out, we don't know. But if they find out you're on a cruise, they're going to try and scam you. and say, hey, you know, we can get you cheaper this or cheaper that. And you just don't know. So if you have any questions, report it, record it, let us know about it so we can get back to NCL, make sure they know about it, that somebody's trying to get scammed for some
And then
money.
if you
Yes.
have an iPhone, if you want to record it, when the person calls you in the top left-hand corner, you can press that button. It automatically records the call.
So Jackie, we are not planning. The only thing we're planning is a breakfast the first morning, being Monday morning, just a meet and greet to get everybody together to have breakfast, because it's a full day at sea. And then we're going to do a casino pull. Now, we're strategically going to have a Canadian pull the slot because there's no income tax charge, or I don't have to pay income tax. So we might have figured this loophole out. And if we hit 16 grand, I'd rather keep all 16 than to, you know, I just keep throwing that 16 around because I've seen it hit before. So, you know, you want to see somebody hit, go look at somebody's shorts.
Not me, Lisa.
Oh, I know, but you're sitting there.
Wait a second. So whoever's going to do the pull needs to rub Lisa's head for good luck.
Yeah.
I want to win.
Depending on how early in the morning, I ain't going near Miss Lisa.
No, we need that good luck. Listen. I will not let you pull it until we get the good luck of Lisa.
Well, sorry.
She better do the
You can
blessing.
rub her head, and then you can rub my hand or Debbie's hand, or you know, as long as we have one of us, you know, we'll have Tony give us the blessing before we pull the
Pray
first
over
one.
it. We'll all hold hands.
Sing kumbaya, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I did know that, Jackie. I just didn't want to say anything. And Miss Brenda, she's not in here today, but she, hey, Diamond Printing and Lizzie.
Paint with Lizzie.
What?
Not printing.
Diamond Painting with, there you go.
It's a beautiful art. I've seen that before. That's really cool.
Yes. Just have Lisa touch. Well, Lisa can put her hand on my shoulder.
Okay.
But-
Hit you upside the head?
No, you can't. You know you can't hit me in my neck. Because I'm worth more to Debbie alive than dead. Just saying.
I'll leave that one alone.
Oh, trust me. And also, I don't know how many people pick the priority cruising.
Priority boarding.
Yeah, priority boarding. The only thing that I love about that, room service. But I've since found out that I possibly could be getting a Keurig machine for my room.
So coffee at Scott's room.
And you bring the pods.
That's it.
Yeah. Debbie's
sure-
not like that because we'll be in there all the time. Debbie, I'm sorry. God said we could use the coffee machine. So
You want to see how much bigger my room is?
well, that's fine.
Oh, don't worry. If Debbie wants to have a nap, she's you know my wife. She's not quiet. She'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'm having nap. You're in my room. Goodbye.
Get out.
Yeah, kind of like Miss Lisa does. Doesn't handicap get priority boarding automatically? No. Nope.
No, I need to get that squared away. That was something I was going to work with the other guy, but now I'll just wait and give Jane a call. And
yeah, but honestly, guys, Jane's got a lot. She's absorbed us into her normal day-to-day duties.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try to give Jane as much time as we can. So, I know Jerry and Susan said that, they were ready to go. Well, no need to give her a call. She's going to go through your stuff anyways. And if she sees something that throws a red flag, she's going to deal with it and call you.
So do you see the comment from BNS Odyssey? I tried to get priority boarding and Peter didn't know what I was talking about. So give Jane a call.
Okay.
That's all we're going to say. Give Jane a call.
Beth, if you can remember the day that you requested that from Peter, have the date ready to go and the time roughly. And I only know that because I'm working on another thing with another sailor, because she was refused to change any of her vacation stuff. Well, you're paying a lot of money. You get your vacation your way.
Mm-hmm.
So, if there's any issues, Beth, give me a call. And I can go on the phone with you at the same time and be your moral support. We'll figure this out, okay? I can't promise anything, but I will try my darndest. Yep. Let me tell you, 2 seconds. $199. But again, you get fresh fruit, danishes, coffee, fresh squeezed orange juice. You get to load early, exit early. If we have, I think we've all got dock. I don't think we have any tender.
No, there shouldn't be.
I think we're all on the dock, so that won't matter.
Unless there may be, if they have any at the whale watching at the Glacier Bay, you will have to tender that. They'll tender that if you buy that excursion.
Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, I'm really don't know if they allow you off the ship whenever we're just sailing right at the glacier.
No, they did. We did. We had it right there when we went.
No, but what I'm saying, I don't know if NCL does it because they go into Glacier Bay, and apparently they're really getting tight with Glacier Bay because of the receding or the ice, I guess. I honestly don't know. No, Jackie, that's per room. So you in Montana would be $199.
No, it'd be $99 for her, $100 for Montana.
Well, no, it would be $199 for Montana, and Mama rides for free.
Okay.
Buy one, get one. That's what we'll call it. A BOGO.
Exactly. I brought you into this world. You're bringing me priority boarding. Now, Jackie, you do load handicap. Absolutely. But
priority boarding is not the same as handicap.
No. Priority boarding, you're like the second group of people on the ship. if you want to be. It all depends on when you book. And I do recommend that you don't book right away. We can't normally get into our rooms until about 1 o'clock. So unless you know how you're going to appease yourself, like I have to, actually, Jackie, you're going to have to get on a little bit earlier, just simply for the fact that I have the special location where we have to go pick up our scooters. It's in one of the bars. So, yep. Other than that, though, guys, like another thing. There's so many things that you're going to want to buy to go on the cruise. Start now so that it doesn't cost you $400 a week out from the cruise. You can use that for your spending money, and you've already bought all your stuff leading up to it. And if you use Jesse's Alaska 25 page, he gets a whole penny.
Not even that much.
He's still trying to retire off of, it's just not working. I'm going to be there. You make sure they will give you what for if you're there too early, clogging their lines up. That's why they have 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock booking. That's why we have to book. Oh, there. Jesse's going to show you how to do it.
I am?
Oh.
No, Jesse dropped the link for
the link
page.
Okay. Well, I just saw where you were there, so.
No, I was trying to find something else.
Yeah. So, Jackie, coming up with about 30 days out, they're going to, starting at midnight, you log on and you pick a embarkation time.
On August 3rd. I'm looking at the app.
Oh, there you go.
Online check-in is August 3rd.
Yeah. So we will have more of these meetings before then. And again, go into Jesse's live, go into my lives, go into Glenda's lives. If we can't answer the question, we'll get a hold of each other, or we'll call Jane, or tell you to call Jane if it's something out of our scope. No, they don't start to. Don't forget, Jackie, they got to get people off the ship before they can get us on the ship. So they have to clear off 4,200 people off the ship before they can start cleaning and getting us onto the ship. I think pre-boarding or like you're
just checking in. It's like
your check-in is about
or whatnot. That's check-in is on August 3rd for your room.
10 or 11 o'clock. So you'll go into the pier, follow the lines, and then you'll come up to TSA. Same as the airport, you're going through customs because you're leaving the country, right? You're going to go to different countries. They have to ensure that everybody on the boat is safe. So you've got to do security and all the rest. But yeah, I think the Encore, if I'm not mistaken, we pull out at 4. I think we leave at 4. So they'll probably start to board about 10 o'clock. So we could either like go to a restaurant right close to where our hotel is. And for Miss Ann and them that are just going to stay out close to the airport and then come in that day, they can either come in, have breakfast with us, and then come with us on the ship. But, you know.
So we depart at 4 o'clock, Scott.
What's that?
We depart at 4 o'clock.
So we've all got to be on the ship by minimum 2 o'clock. So
let me
it's probably going to be 10 o'clock.
In case somebody doesn't know, and I'm not sure, every airline pretty much does the same thing. It may be a little bit different, but here's what happens: the night before we get back to Seattle, you put your luggage out in the hallway. They pick it all up, and everything's color coded. Okay, you'll have some color tags to put on your luggage. They put it out the night before, and you just leave just whatever you're going to wear the next day, and that's it. And then the next morning, you have to leave your stateroom. I'm going to say 9 o'clock. 8, 9 o'clock, you have to leave, and you go to a designated area. Let's say it's one of the big rooms. You go there, and then you exit as they call your color. So they'll say, okay, purple. Those with purple tags, you go to. That's how you disembark from the ship. So the people are already in these areas, all right, waiting to disembark. But while you're in those areas, they're cleaning your room. They're getting your room ready for the next set of people, which was going to be us. So they'll be trying to get off the ship. We'll be trying to get on, but they got to get everything ready for you to come into the room.
Jackie, it's a long swim to disembark the night before.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be in Canada the night before. We are not scheduled to pull into Seattle till, I believe, 5 a.m.
6 a.m. It says arrive at 6
okay,
a.m.
So yeah, we're gonna anywhere from 5 to 6:30. You're gonna pull into the port. yeah. Usually they're normally early though. So yeah, no, that's why you don't disembark the night before, because we're paying for the full cruise. And yeah, for those people that feel spry and want to go out and do something in Canada, and I do recommend, if you have a bunch of people, jump in an Uber and go check out the
Parliament.
The legislator for BC. It is beautifully lit up. Like,
yep, lots of plants, lots of flowers, lots of landscaping.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. And then right across from that, it's the water, and then you got all the little shopping areas and stuff downtown. It's gorgeous.
But don't forget, we're there from 8 till 11:59, I think.
Yeah, 11:59.
We're out of there.
So it takes from midnight to 6 a.m. to sail from British Columbia, Canada, all the way back to Seattle.
Yep. I'm missing what you're asking there, Miss Ann.
I think she was confused about the check-in. So the check-in online is August 3rd for your room. That's what she was asking about.
Jesse, do you want to send Miss Anna?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then she's more than welcome to come up and ask questions. Because Lord knows we gotta keep Miss Ann straight, because she's got to keep Sarah straight.
I don't know. I don't know who's worse, me or Miss Ann. I think I'm worse because I was looking for the free things.
Oh, no. I'm going to go with Sarah takes both the cakes.
Well, but Sarah's going to be doing everything for them. So Sarah's she's their booking agent. She's their itinerary agent.
Miss Ann's got the wit behind Sarah.
So she has her own connection to keep her in line. See, then y'all have to worry about me because I'm just like a wild egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it says Victoria 8 to 10.
Yeah, 8 to 11:59.
11:59. Mine doesn't say anything about 10 o'clock. That's our latest one right there.
This is our itinerary. This is for the whole week. It shows
Make sure
Sunday,
make sure you've downloaded make sure you've downloaded the right one. Hey Neil.
Yep. If you've downloaded the right one, it'll show your name and all your stuff on there, and then you can see what's going to happen on those different days. What time we arrive, what time we depart.
Angie, my app has both of us as a couple. If you're looking for the app. And I'm doing the peekaboo thing again, like a grandma. Peekaboo.
Speaking of boo.
Yeah. Speaking of boo, I hear.
I'm ready for bed.
I was gonna make a girl. Your hair, you look like you're going out tonight.
Are you kidding? Oh my
It's
God.
beautiful. What are you talking about?
Ready for bed. You still got 2 hours of shopping on Amazon, Miss Ann. So what
No, I have to get up super early in the morning to go to the farmer's market to go sell my wares.
Oh, okay.
Just
That's
finished
right.
loading the car.
So
Just finished loading the car.
this is Miss Ann's setup.
Okay.
And I tried to get Jesse to put it up the other day, but now this is her setup at the farmer's market.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That is so beautiful.
That's all my goodies. You see that banner in the back? Jesse and Lisa helped me pick that out. He designed it and I ordered it. You can't hardly see it, but anyway.
Yeah, let me turn down my brightness.
It's
You're
really
go live again. I knew you went live the other time that you went.
I'll go live tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to see
all my pretties and all my stuff. And they almost love me there now. They almost do.
Oh, honey, they
go. Oh, Miss Ann.
Like, where's our Miss Ann?
I'm killing them with kindness. I'm killing them. It's killing me to kill them.
You'll schmooze them.
You will. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay. So, as far as booking.
Yes.
And let me take this out of my ear so I can hear what I'm saying. Okay, so everything is all done. It's already paid for.
Yes.
And I got the alcohol package, which is probably not going to be very economical, but that's okay. I prepaid all of the tips at the end, right?
That is amazing. You're going to save yourself a lot of money doing that.
Like
but that doesn't mean you can't. That doesn't mean you can't add. You can always add to the tip.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, as far as for your housekeeper or a waitress,
right? Your basic gratuity has been taken care of in your fee.
Yeah, because when you get ready to check out, then they'll say, "You owe so and so and so."
No, they won't.
No, but if you don't pay it, Jesse, is what she means. Yes,
if you don't prepay
it. They automatically charge your credit card.
They're going to tell you all that when you first check in. When you first check in, they give you all your pass, your cards and stuff. They're going to go over what you've paid, what you're delinquent in, if you're delinquent in anything, or if you want to change anything. They're going to go over all that first day. Right? Yeah. When you go into, because they're going to give you your cards and they're going to give you all that stuff, right? So
and on your card, you're going to see like C3. 6-4. That is your Munster station. I don't know if we have to meet in person on the 50% of the cruises that we went on, we actually had to go. And the last 2 cruises we've been on, because it was after COVID, we could just do it off our cell phones the night before.
Right.
Ah.
But you can both watch a video.
Yeah, you go watch a video and,
Yeah.
you know,
And
you
it all
still
depends.
have to go
Wasn't
to
that
your
like,
month station.
You know, the fire exits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
Yeah, well, you pay for gratuities up front, Jackie, if you, I think, because that's what I did.
Me too.
yes.
But what it means is if you got somebody that's really looking after you and bringing you Coca-Cola every 5
Going
minutes,
above and beyond.
you might want to slip them a buck or two. And the same thing with the people in your housekeeping. If you got somebody that's real special and makes you animals out of your towels and leaves you candy and all that, just they're, you know, that they take pride in their job, then you might want to leave them an extra something every once in a while.
Yep.
Because you'll have the same steward the whole time, the same cabin person.
They're pretty good about that.
You know,
You'll
we normally have the same one, and they do that for a reason. One, you know who to not complain, who to talk to if you
build
have
a rapport with.
build a rapport with,
Yeah.
and 2, they do that so that you know if you're going to give money, you want to give extra money to the person that helped you.
Yes.
Not 5 or 6 different people. No, you want one, and they do that for that.
Right. Okay. So we did that. We did the alcohol. We get the dining already in our package of 2 people for 2 different meals. Right.
and
then
the tips are done with that too. It's already
in there. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
then
forgot how much extra they charged us, but it's already paid for.
Just went out of my brain because my NCL, I've been going on this site a lot, but it's changed and
But does it show the same as what we
it shows me
showed you?
I've got my reservation number. It says onboard spending is $100. It shows the activities.
Yeah, but whenever I showed you mine, does yours look like that? Like a ship up near the top, your name, water, and then like sand beach?
No.
Well, this is what it should look like. That is the most up-to-date app.
Right.
Huh. We'll see.
Yeah, see, there's Jesse's.
Oh, I've got mine is.
Did you complete the whole? Did you complete
Yeah,
the whole?
you didn't complete.
I did complete the whole thing, but I'm telling you, somehow or another, I got deleted off of it.
So, yeah, what we're saying is you have to
Just saying.
re-put everything back in.
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay.
Press.
it's got my reservation numbers. It has my embark, disembark, the spending, the payment is complete, what my room number is here. It tells me to check in 21 days before we leave.
But listen, Miss Ann, you're a button pusher. Okay,
I am.
let's
I
get
am.
that straight first.
I seriously am.
Okay, so there's probably a button that's either that you shouldn't have pushed, or there's one that you still need to push.
That's quite likely. 150
Jackie, absolutely, Jackie. I just meant if you want to tip extra, it's fine. Most people did listen to Jesse and I whenever we said, make sure to pre-do your.
Yeah, I did that. I bought our travel insurance and medical insurance in a different way. I didn't buy it through NCL, but
I've got 3 different ones.
and there's a support group for button pusher disorder.
Jin would know that as well.
I need to join that one because it's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad.
Well, all you got to do is call Ginger because she would be the president.
I don't know. I think I got her beat.
That's okay. I'll be the secretary. I'm good at taking notes.
Every time Jesse says, well, there's a button up to the right. And I always click myself right out of whatever we're talking about. And he's got to fix me again.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get $50 towards a shore excursion.
Ginger's good. Yeah, she's got. Look at Miss Ann. She's speaking to you.
Yeah, I just read that.
Yeah.
That's what I said. She's the president.
Yeah, well,
Button, it's
join
called
that
Button Pushers Are Us.
hello, I'm Ann, and I'm a button.
Hey, that's the first step to recovery is admitting that you
Recovery.
Admission is number one. So
All right, now they've got something on here that's called transfers, and I did not select that.
well,
But
that's good because it would have been a waste of money for you because you're not coming in the day of. Now,
right,
it might work if you called Jane and took a transfer.
the day
Depending on when you're flying out.
Well,
And
we're
I
not
know
flying
you guys
out till, like,
pre-booked
10
it.
o'clock at night.
10 o'clock at night?
Yeah, something crazy. But it's a straight through flight. So once we get on the plane, it'll be see you later.
Yeah, remember, Scott, they didn't book through NCL. They did their own.
No,
Yeah.
They booked their own flight arrangements.
trust me, I've
paid a lot of
looked
money.
and looked and looked, and I was going to drive down to the U.S. to try to hit the same carrier as Miss Ann, but even in Syracuse,
Yeah.
it was going to be more stops and more money to fly out of Syracuse than 45 minutes from my house.
I know it's straight flight there and back. It's just really yucky times because we arrive at 10 o'clock at night in Seattle, and then we leave at like 10 o'clock at night in Seattle.
Yeah, but aren't you flying Alaska Air?
Yeah. So, but I thought I saw on here a whole bunch of different choices for fishing trips. I know Butler's already booked one of his fishing trips, but when I went to try to find excursions, it didn't have but one choice. And so I gotta
no,
get
Miss Ann, go on your computer instead of your phone, ncl.com. It's the same password. It's going to ask you last name, booking number, and it'll have a full breakdown of wherever you want to go fishing. And
okay.
So, Miss Ann, if you go to your NCL,
There
there's
you go.
112. There's 112 shore excursions. Okay, so this is one right here of 112. I mean, they got salmon bake, gold panning, just
Okay, I definitely have.
wildlife view. There's just a ton of. I mean, it goes on and on and on. 112.
Okay, I've done something to I've pushed a button on my app.
so I would recommend that you just delete the app and reinstall.
Yeah, start over. NCL.app.com.
Yeah.
On the phone.
It doesn't take that. Oh, Jackie, my flight leaves at 7 a.m. I'm an hour from Pensacola, and I have to be there. What? To be 2 hours early because you're flying domestically, so I have to be there 3 hours ahead.
Well,
because
one good thing is we don't leave until like lunchtime from North Carolina, so that's a good thing.
See, good. No, I'm not going to say that because then you're going to worry about it all the time.
No, I'm. This is a worry free. This is I'm going to let somebody else do it. I'm going to be the one in the back and saying, "Look at the pretty lights."
No,
you just got it. Jesse, unmute yourself.
Miss Ann, there's nothing wrong with delegating. That's what you're doing. You're delegating it to your daughter. She knows what she's doing. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, she and Drew are travelers. They're big time travelers.
It's like Sir Grace. He delegates everything to Glenda. And Glenda don't mind doing it all.
Now, they have not been on a cruise before, is the thing, but they've been on lots and lots of other trips. And booked all kinds of things, and they are not afraid of using technology like I am.
Mm-mm.
So, just so you know, the service charge is $280 per
Uh-huh.
couple,
Uh-huh.
and then your
And now the Wi-Fi, I'm a little concerned about the Wi-Fi because I go to sleep with the Wi-Fi earbuds in.
well, you might want to pray to the good Lord you have a big day tomorrow because it's a $300 increase.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. So I'm thinking I might have to download some things.
I was gonna say
You can do that. You can do that too, Miss Ann. Or you know what? Why don't you just have a week of disconnecting from everything?
No, you know
have
what,
to
Miss
disconnect
Ann?
sometimes.
What would that be like?
I'm the same way. I need some kind of white noise or whatever. And you're going so much on these trips that by the end of the day, you just go poof.
Yeah. Well, we
You're
did
gonna be
do
wore
that
out.
when I went. I've been on a riverboat cruise with my Auntie Peg and my sister and my cousin. That was fabulous. And
Oh,
then
by the
I
way,
went on. Go ahead.
Miss Ann, I looked on the NCL website. The one thing they do not allow is granny naps. There's no
Well,
granny naps
you're gonna have to bend the
on this
rules
cruise.
for this granny, because
I checked, Miss Ann.
I was gonna say they better have Glenda, Sissy,
I wanted to do
Sissy.
the dog sledding, but Tony won't go. Guess
Well-
it's just train for you. Oh gosh.
You know what, Angie? Maybe I'll just send Debbie with you because she wants to go on that. I don't care about it.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, Tony and I we'll look after
Find
ourselves.
something else to do. Yeah.
I'm sure we won't get ourselves in trouble.
Yeah, Tony will pull you back. He'll pull you back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There she is.
I will. Is she
Speaking
back?
about button pushing.
No, I don't know if you saw my comment. I sent you in the private chat.
Oh no.
I
Uh-oh.
was having internet problems, so I had to pop out, pop back in.
Oh well, I wondered because you could see you were a couple times. You were like,
Yeah. Yeah. I pulled my phone up. I was looking at it going, what the heck? So I sent you a message and before
I just saw it there now.
Oh goodness. Oh
Yeah.
well. So
But-
let's see. What other questions do I have? Because the only experience I have had on a big ship was I went to the Bahamas it was like a 4-day thing. It was 4 days, 3 nights. And whenever you got off the plane and you took a taxi to the ship, you just went through the line and got on the ship. I mean, as long as you had your passport and all your ID and everything.
So are you asking that because you want to know if you have to do that when you get to one of the ports of call, or what are you trying to say?
Don't you have to do that when you're getting ready to get on the ship? I know I
What's
read
that?
they want you on the ship to at least 2 hours early, which would be 2 o'clock.
Yes.
You'll get if you didn't pay for priority boarding, you'll get a time. You'll get a time in your packet. You'll get a time as to when you have to be there, because they can't put everybody 8 o'clock. Let's say
Right.
they can't have everybody show up at 8 o'clock or
Right.
everybody show up at 9 o'clock. But there'll be an embarkation time for you,
Right.
unless you bought priority boarding.
No.
Now,
And go ahead, Justin.
go ahead. No, I was just saying, and if you're scheduled to come on at, say, 10 o'clock, obviously you want to be there an hour before that, and you'll just be in the there's like a holding area before you're allowed to go in.
Yeah. When I was
yeah,
on
don't
the other boat, we had to stand out on the deck until they.
No,
called.
this one here, the one in
Really?
Seattle, it's huge. I'm talking, it's huge. The just the waiting area, and not to mention the outside area where the taxi cabs and Ubers let you off from the airport or the hotel. It's a huge facility.
Okay.
And
All NCLs are.
I'm wondering how the heck am I going to get winter and like spring-ish, summer, not summer, spring-ish clothes all in one big suitcase for 7 days. 7 days is a long
Yes.
time.
You
Well, actually,
can do
like 9
laundry
days.
on the ship. There's a paper bag in one of the closets underneath the TV. You fill that bag up for $20, and you give it to them. It comes back to you washed and folded, sitting on the end of your bed at the end of the day.
I'm not sure I have 9 pair of pants. I have 9 pair of underwear, but I don't know about 9 pair of pants. Jesse, you're muted. You try to
I'm
give
with
these
you,
things.
girl.
I think it's better that he stays muted for that.
Yeah,
because
Miss
I
Ann,
know
there's no reason why you need 9 pairs of pants. You're on a ship, you're leisure. It's not you. No, you don't need 9 pairs of pants. Now you might
You
need
need-
about 9 pairs of underwear.
The day that you leave on the plane, then the day you get there, and the day you get back, and then you get back on the plane. I mean, there's extra days in there.
Miss Ann, you've got to actually get over the phobia of wearing the same pair of clothes 2 days in a row.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Well, see, before
I know.
Well, they have-
$50,
they have-
right?
know.
They have washers and dryers on the ship if you want to pay for that service.
But no, remember when we were on the ship, they had a
They-
laundry room where we could use.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
not
you
on
gotta watch- you
NCL.
gotta
They got
watch-
rid of them. They charge
gotta
for
watch
it now.
Well, I mean,
No, what you do is you take 2 pairs, one for when you get there and one for when you leave. The days in between, you go to the gift shop and buy something new every day.
yeah, for like $4,000 for a pair of jeans on the ship.
Like we said, you better be praying to that good Lord upstairs that you have a big day.
Miss
Tomorrow.
Ann, how many times have I got to tell you? I've never seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul. You can't take it with you, Miss Ann.
Yeah, well, that's true, but I ain't doing
Might as
that.
well spend it. I'm gonna
Well-
spend it because I don't want my son to enjoy what I should be enjoying.
I do
I'm
have to
offended.
tell y'all. I mean, I have told you this story before, but when my daughter booked us a vacation to go down to Disney World, and it was cheap air flights, like $200 for the 4 of us round trip. It was super cheap, but it was that Spirit or whatever. And you couldn't, it was $75 a piece to check a bag.
Oh my.
So you could only take a backpack.
A day pack.
And your pocketbook had to fit inside the backpack, and the backpack had to be able to fit underneath the seat in front of you. Well, you know, it's natural to buy some things when you're going down. For one thing, my backpack weighed about 75 pounds. I had to stand at the back of the car and strap it on and get somebody to pull me up so that I could walk.
Well, I will say this: when we went into Alaska, the first port we went to, I think, was Juneau, or maybe it was Ketchikan. I don't remember which one.
Yeah,
But
Andy.
when you go into town off these boats, these shops are lined with clothing. They have
They are.
see Alaska, and you can get a rain jacket for $7. I mean, it's
Oh.
really inexpensive. The stuff they say, yeah, because it's not really high quality stuff, but it's
Okay.
good enough. It's good
Yeah.
enough for what you're using it for.
I
But
might
you can
do
buy
something like that.
umbrellas, you can buy shirts, tons of t-shirts, maybe even some pants and shorts. But they got raincoats, they got all that out the wazoo, especially
Yep.
raincoats.
But keep in
And
mind, you
they're
gotta
cheap.
travel home with that too.
Well,
So
see, that was the thing.
that in. I mean, is there a post office somewhere that we can all run to?
That's what I was
Oh,
getting to. That's what I was
all
getting
the
to.
all the ports.
No, wait. So on my way home from this trip to Florida, because I had purchased a thing or two that took up more space in my backpack. And I did bring more clothes than I used. We usually do. But I decided to wear everything back. So
No
I
way.
Dear God.
had like two
You
shirts and a sweatshirt and a
Miss Ann.
jacket and 2 pairs of pants
And
and
you
3
went
pairs
to
of
TSA with that all on?
Yeah, because
Like,
I'm-
oh, why are you wearing everything?
I was coming back in the cold. I was leaving the hot and coming back in the cold. So it was just fine. But I couldn't fit it in the bag. So I wore it. I had a little fanny pack that you weren't supposed to have the fanny pack either.
You know, that sounds like an I Love Lucy kind of thing.
It was. I looked like the
I was gonna say
man.
she'd be like a Madame the Nage there,
That's
her big old
hilarious.
puff.
Loomfo going through the airport.
Yeah, an
But
old
hey,
puff
it
with-
worked. It worked. You
Hey,
can,
Mickey.
can wear
Welcome in,
it.
Hey, Mickey.
Critter Creek.
Hey, Critter Creek. I want to do the dog sledding, he says.
Hey, you still have 2 months to win that lottery and get on the boat with us, sir.
I
Yeah,
wonder
that would be
if the
fun.
puppy wants to do the dog sledding. I need to talk to the puppy that's going with us.
Ooh, somehow I don't think Puppers is going to be. You know what? I'll babysit Puppers,
I was
and you
gonna
just
say-
go with Debbie and Ange.
Scott would be great with puppers.
Oh, well, okay. You don't
No,
understand
no.
puppers.
Hank is good with Puppers.
Mm.
The two of them sit here and they'll talk.
They will, but I can't leave puppers with anybody. There's
No.
only one other person that I can leave puppers with, and he's not going on the cruise.
Okay.
No. And I was joking, and and,
No, because
and just
he
a
won't
heads up,
Good. He won't-
Puppers is a service dog, so don't go running over to touch him.
Mm-mm.
He's working.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Angie is correct. My socks do stand up, and it's only because Lisa starches my socks and underwear every day. They stand up straight.
I know she
Bacon
does.
starch.
I could go so many different ways with
Oh
that.
my gracious. All right. So I like I said, I don't know how I'm going to deal with very little internet, but that's going to be okay. And
Don't forget, Miss Ann. While you're eating at the port, if you're going to go into the port and have crab legs or
Sure.
whatever, there's free Wi-Fi in there, so you can
Right.
delete some of your downloaded and download a couple other new things.
that's
Miss
what I,
Ann, do you sleep with brown noise or white noise or something?
I sleep with true crime.
Oh
True
my
crime.
sweet! So does my wife.
You know what?
And
There's a
the
lady.
and the fan noise.
There's a lady that made a movie about thing, and her name was Kathy Bates. Miss Ann, you're starting to worry me.
It's very unlike my personality, but I do. I sleep with true crime.
I was gonna say, because if you just need brown noise or white noise, they sell those machines on Amazon for $10.
I've got several of those, and I may
Okay.
bring
Well,
one.
and
Um,
you have a TV that you can, you can put on a music station really, really low, or some kind of podcast, or
Yeah, worth it.
there's so many things on there. Ship TVs.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'll work it out. It'll be fun.
Angie says, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
No, I don't get nightmares, Jackie. I don't remember. I have had a couple of weird dreams, but
Jackie, why would it be a nightmare if she's scheming?
I'm scheming.
Yeah.
Well, then watch out.
You know what? Worth and I, we take notes.
As I say, that's okay, baby. Go on to sleep. I'll take
Yeah,
care of it.
you just go to sleep, sweetheart.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah,
You got to sleep sometime.
yeah. You can sleep with one eye open, but not all the time.
Anyway, it's all good, but I am so I think you have answered most of the questions.
Okay.
I have not even looked at meal times and things like that because it's a little we'll probably do whatever the kids want to do and whatever y'all are doing.
Absolutely.
So this is what you're going to get to your unlimited open bar, Miss Ann. Here's your spirit list, cocktail list, your liquors and cordials, your wines, your beers, your seltzers, and I was
Jesse, Miss Ann had 2 of those. I'd have to put her in my basket, my scooter, and take her home.
Well, that would be true. But it doesn't include soda.
Oh yeah.
It does include soda.
Soda,
It does.
lemon
You
water,
Yes.
um,
If you look up here-
lemonade. It's all free.
Yeah.
Because you're not big enough.
The only thing that it does not cover is
It's not big enough.
white chip coffee. Starbucks.
I gotta put it in Miss Ann view.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
would say put it in
Right.
Glenda's view too, because I can't even see
I
it.
couldn't see it. I could not.
Right here. And more. Sodas,
Oh,
tonics,
sodas.
juices. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Cool.
So if you're into cocktails, like a margarita every now and then, or wine,
I
it's your,
do like
it's
to
your
have a
dinner.
margarita once in a while.
Or a glass of wine with dinner. I love a glass of wine with dinner.
Occasionally. Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. I like a nice
Mojito.
glass of red wine with dinner. And
Yeah.
the one thing though, if you like a frozen cocktail, I know we're in Alaska, but you've got to try a Miami Vice. It tastes like the Rockets whenever we were kids, those lollipops, or the like
Mm.
popsicles that are
Green.
red, white, and blue. And they have
Uh-huh.
I think they're called Rockets or Rocket Popsicles or whatever.
Mhm.
They taste like that. Ooh.
Mhm.
Now I was in the Caribbean, but I had one too many of those because it was really hot where we were.
Yeah, that might be a little much.
And then you get into a hot tub drinking an iced drink.
And you say, well, I can't stand up.
That's pretty much what happened. Yeah. I just got to sit here for a second, honey.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it all sounds good. And that's good. I'm glad to see that it has the sodas and the tonics, the juices.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Has it all in there.
And
Yeah.
because you guys got that package, the kids should also have that package. They'll have the soda.
I don't think Sarah bought the liquor package.
Oh
I
no!
think-
Well, even
I
if
think
she
she
bought
went
like the soda package.
She went with the other one that gives you pictures. There's two packages that we as passengers.
Oh, she picked B.
Yeah, I'll show you which one it is.
Well,
So she got $200 on board credit. Yeah.
So I haven't picked that. I haven't done that.
So
Where
here it is. I
You
had
should
to
have
find
done
it.
that in the very beginning.
So here's the beverage packages right here.
You
got-
should have done that right away as soon as you booked,
Yeah,
Glenda.
give you a choice.
No.
So
here's
what are you showing? What are you showing me, Jesse?
So these
This
are
is
the,
the
these
pod.
are the beverage packages by picture. You said you wanted to see the pictures. Well, this is an unlimited Starbucks package if you want to buy that for those who just drink coffee,
Mhm.
right? Or the soda package if you want to take advantage of the soda package. It's $105, but it's basically boils down to $12.50 per day per person.
Which is really
Well,
like free sodas.
What's the package B include? I know it includes pictures.
So
You have that one, Jesse, or if you want to go onto the that
I don't remember.
AB is
But
on the Facebook
this one
page.
here, this is the internet and photo package. Is that what you're talking about, Miss Ann?
No, go on to Cruising Alaska 25 Facebook page.
Oh,
Go
okay.
up to the photos, and there's like an A, which is the alcohol, B, which is the
Oh, you're talking about the packages we got.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because Glenda, yours should say under yours only because I'm doing mine
Yeah.
wrong.
let me look at yours, Glenda.
It should
Mhm.
say what
I'm
comes,
logging in. I'm like, oh,
this is what comes with yours, and it goes down the line. It tells you what comes with it.
Where was it? Let's see.
I'm
It
going.
It would have been
spending.
no. Go to the photos.
Is it in the photos?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't see photos.
I don't know. Ask Glenda. That her and Miss Ann were doing the majority of that.
Well, it
Miss
might be
Lisa
back in
was.
February, too.
Or Miss Lisa, sorry.
150 minutes affinity internet. I got that.
Yeah.
And then it says shore excursion, $50.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, you should have gotten.
Yeah, no,
more
no, no,
stuff.
no. Something's wrong. Hang on.
You should have gotten more stuff, honey. Because it came with your package.
Where's
You
that?
should have gotten specialty dining. Or do you have an inside or outside balcony or
No, they have balcony.
well, then you should have the same thing for the specialty dining that I have.
So
The
Glenn,
two meals. You should have the 150 of the internet, the
It should be right here.
$50 thingy, Bobby.
No, that's ID.
Yeah.
Military.
you know what, Glenda? We got to talk whenever. Just make sure you stay on because I just found an issue with yours.
Okay.
Yeah, it should have been right here.
By the looks of it, they've charged you insurance times 2.
Well, I took 2 different kinds of insurance.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
So because of health reasons.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
And why did you book transfer?
I didn't book. Well, I don't know what transfer is.
Okay, well, you've booked it twice.
I don't
Transfer
know.
means
One's going there and one's coming back.
one's picking you up from the airport and taking you to the ship,
Here
and
it
one's
is. Here it
taking
is.
you from the ship to the airport.
Yeah,
There we
there we
go.
go. We'll talk whenever we go into the back there, Glenda.
Okay.
Internet package, $50. Internet group B, internet package, $50. 10 photo package. Yeah. And that's what Sarah's got.
$100 onboard credit.
And then
So yeah, if she wants soda or whatever, she's gonna have to buy that on her own.
Yeah, I remember all that, but I don't remember selecting anything. And
It's not showing anything for you.
Yeah.
well, no wonder, honey. No
I've
wonder.
been waiting. I'm like, I'm not doing the alcohol package, but I wanted to know what else they had,
Yeah. Well, no wonder you were looking for the specialty
And
dining.
we
I
all
the freebie
we
thing.
all get the bonus. So that it's gone. So whenever Jesse had it up, there's A, B, and then bonus. Bonus, everybody. We negotiated that for everybody.
Okay.
Everybody got
Trying to
that.
say.
Yeah.
So,
What? We get a 10 photo package anyway?
no.
Per cabin, not per person.
Yeah. But I mean, I got 2 cabins, so
Yeah.
$100 fun something credit. I can hardly read
Because
that.
you read up there, studio inside picked. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's only so many of them. So studio inside cabins pick 2 choices and 1 bonus.
One bonus.
And what's the balcony? Balcony.
Ocean view, pick 4 choices plus
Pick
1
4
bonus.
choices.
1
Yeah.
bonus amenity.
Right.
So, okay. I'm going to write down everybody just that whenever I'm talking to Jane, she's definitely got to talk to Glenda.
Well,
Who else said they
how many
wanted to talk to Jane?
You didn't get A or B either, Jackie?
Yeah. So see, I have not. That's why I was looking for the free. I was like, I'm gonna look for the free stuff.
Okay, Jackie, I will have Jane contact her Monday, but I will reach out and tell her to contact you as well. I'm not sure about you. Oh,
And Angie needs to talk to him about the plane home. Look, y'all, we're going to wear Jane out real
Y'all
quick.
gonna, y'all gonna wear out, but I tell you.
How many people?
No. She has said on no less than 50 times personally herself that she was sorry.
Well, how many cabins do we have? So
18.
18.
oh well, she can do that.
Whoa. 18 double occupancy and
No, I think we.
oh,
have,
Jesse, I found out who that other person is.
Okay, well, I think we only have 18 in total.
Mm,
We looked at it, and it came out to 18, including the internals.
No wonder they're
I don't have the
bad.
list in front of me, but
Because they're not on the list. There was only 18 on the list.
there was only 18 on the list.
okay. Well, okay. But that other person you and I could not figure out who it was,
Uh-huh.
I figured out where they came from.
Okay.
Okay, as long as it helped us get what we needed.
Hey,
Yeah.
got our numbers.
Guys, the cruise.
Well,
We'll
whenever I
explain
was
it later.
talking to her this week,
He tried to blame it on me, Glenda. Miss
Oh,
Ann is
no,
a friend
really?
of yours.
No, he's flying out of my airport.
he
and I
was
went,
flying out of her airport.
oh, I know who this is. I remember
Okay.
this person.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I have a balcony, Jackie.
You know, as they say, you're not going to do anything but sleep in there. And I'm hoping, as from what I see, there's lots of windows and lots of balconies.
Oh my God, Miss Ann, there's so much inside, outside. The Encore was constructed for Alaska. So everything that can be windows is windows.
Okay, that's cool.
This ship was 100%, this and the Bliss was 100% manufactured for the Alaskan cruise season.
My very dear friend said there's so many places to go see everything, like all the windows and everything. She asked me if I got a balcony or an inside room, and I told her Sir Grace and I got the balcony just because we wanted the fresh air and the you know what I mean, and the VA prescribed cool goggles so Sir Grace can see the mountains, which I'm like that has been like 2 years in the running, like to get the VA. It's prescribed.
That there is going to make my trip to see him. Looking at the mountains and whatever is.
Listen, he got to see my neighbor's barn. He put him on, and he put out back, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, they have a red barn." And I went, I go to the farm all the time, and they have a red barn.
How fun.
I have goosebumps.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
I
fun.
think we were on there whenever he put them on. But yeah, now he can see. So we got it so he can listen. I'm taking care of my man. Just
there you go, Bella. All right.
But I heard that the windows are like everywhere. Don't worry about an inside room. That was a tip from a friend of mine that actually was on the Encore last summer.
And they have a separate viewing, so you have a TV screen, plus you have a separate viewing window with cameras from the top.
Yeah.
You can see what's happening outside from the inside of the ship.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And you saved $4,000
right
for what we did.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I know this is
I have a graduation tomorrow that I have to go to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to scooch.
Well, it's getting late, guys.
I gotta get to bed because I gotta get up early. And
I was gonna say the one person who's still 9:30 his time, and the rest of us are 10:30. It's getting late, guys.
I'm saying it because the people have, like, Miss Ann's got things to do.
I gotta get up.
I'm going garage selling in the morning.
Oh, I'm going to a farm, and I know my mother's not watching. So part 2.
Yes. You know what's happening in part 2.
That's so fun. All right. Love y'all. I know it's going to be a blast.
Night, everybody.
Thanks for inviting me.
Stay here for 1 minute, Glenda.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
All
about.
right.
All right.
Night,
Bye now.
guys. And guys, any questions, please contact Glenda, Jesse, myself. We will try to get everything looked after.
Yeah.
So take care. God bless. All I
Adios.
say is